Ahoy gamers, and welcome back to our series on Path of Exile as we play through as a hardcore solo self-found Ruthless Ranger. In this episode we continue to make our way through Act 2, making our way into the Vol ruins. We have a number of close calls as we unlock the rituals. These close calls do end up with me doing a lot of farming to get some levels and some new gear. With the new levels, with the new gear, we decided to take on the Act 2 final boss. So without further ado, we're going to jump straight on in. We are back in Path of Exile 1 as we're playing through as a hardcore solo self-found on the Ruthless difficulty. Playing in the latest league, and as you see here, making our way through Act 2. We're in the Vol ruins, which is up here on the Act 2, so we're making our way towards the end of the act. Our goal for today is to finish Act 2. Whether we actually manage to finish it or whether we fail, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, Act 2 is the minimum we want to get through today. Obviously, this is our Wednesday series going ahead, so hopefully we can make it. And these videos tend to be slightly more of a kind of playthrough because as we're Ruthless, we don't really have very good gear, so we could die at any moment. So I tend to try and show as much as possible. At least if there's any difficulty. If there's no difficulty, we'll just power straight through. See up here, we are a level 24. And our skills at the moment, we're obviously focusing on Toxic Rain. You can see we're spamming it everywhere. Now, when we level up, I'll show you the skill tree that I'm currently using. I managed to get all the way through this because I'm winging this because I'm not a Path of Exile expert. I have very limited experience of Path of Exile 1 and 2.
Another pig without a pen.
I've only ever finished Path of Exile 1 once, and I've never finished Path of Exile 2. So I'm still very new to this series. I've just played a lot of characters, and I only play as a hardcore. So, as you guys will know, you guys are probably veterans of this game is very brutal, and you are going to die a lot. That's fine. I enjoy that. And hopefully we can finally get a character that can get to end game and do some more end game. So my last character that got to end game was a witch. I don't really understand what the build was that I was doing because I followed another guide and I kind of winged it. It worked. Okay, that's not what I thought it was. The build I followed worked, but it just wasn't quite. Didn't really understand what was going and why it worked. But this time I'm going to be making my own build. If you don't know what Ruthless means, it just means that there is reduced drop rate of items. You cannot get support gems from quest rewards, so you only get support gems from mobs dropping them. So at the moment we've had one support gem drop, but it's not even for our build, so it's pointless. And you get reduced experience towards your gems. You can see up here on the right hand side, this is very much reduced experience rates for your gems. So that's about it. So you have limited gear and very much limited skill gems. Currency drops about the same as it would normally. It's just the gear you get less of. So it's definitely a harder experience. And if you're playing this not as a hardcore but as a softcore and Ruthless, you lose a lot of experience each time you die as well. I want to try and take on this guy. Keep popping out my potions. And obviously I've now got a loot filter equipped, whereas last week it took a very long time for me to equip the loot filter. I knew I had one, just didn't bother equipping it. Okay, come on blood killer, down you go. And he's almost down. Okay, something killed my mercenary. Not really sure what. I'm guessing it's these guys in here. Yeah, okay, they do a lot of damage. They can't do damage if they're dead. Just like that. Easy. I could buy back my mercenary if I click this one down here. I can bring him back in. 111 gold. That's a lot of gold to bring back the mercenary. We might not do it. At least for now. I think we should be okay. Unless we come across a lot of melee units. Because it's only really when there's melee enemies I really need them. And bonk. Full commander down. And just letting everything quickly melt. Drop this over here. Let's quickly. So I've got, as per usual, I've got a million other things happening at once on my computer. But actually got RuneScape playing as well, old school RuneScape. Just sitting there cutting down some trees. Very boring for you guys, I'm sure, but do like it's wasted experience if I don't have RuneScape playing in the background. That's my mentality. Let's just keep running through this. There we go, nice and easy. Grab the portal scroll, thank you very much. And this, we now have the apex, we can use this.
This shouldn't be happening. Not in the world I know.
There we go, so we can now make our way to the Northern Forest. So I believe that this is the penultimate area. If I press U, yeah, there's penultimate area. We have got a side area here. I don't think the side area is useful. I don't think there's anything in there that we can actually get. Normally you go in there for your hideout, but I've never bothered with my hideout, so I might just avoid it. It's just going to tank his attacks here. Boom, there we go. Loads of experience from killing rares, which is nice. We're just going to follow the pathway around. This is where you start seeing rituals, which are really good, because I do like doing the rituals. Especially having such an AoE class like this. There we go, so you leveled up. So we've got ourselves Master Fletcher down here. Any of these any good? No, increased area effect while wielding a bow. And I think we might increase the area effect, because that's actually, save that. It's actually what we're using. That's as far as the skill tree. It's as far as I know where I want to go in the skill tree. So wherever we go next is going to be a complete guess.
Should be careful what I offer my tribute.
And I'm going to take out all these little beasties. I say little beasties, they're not little beasties at all. Nameless beasts are quite tanky. Right, let's start this. And we want to try and take on these totems if we can. We're in a really bad shape here. Okay, totem's down at least. Okay, another one just spawned. I don't have to take on the totems. I can just move away.
But way back in Drothus, you'd already be dead.
Okay, there is a mercenary over here. Is this mercenary any good? Many shot.
Will it be then?
See if he has any good gear. Not really. We can leave him be.
More gems for me then.
Yeah, definitely. If they're not a good mercenary, I will just leave them. In fact, so any of these any good? So at the moment, I know obviously I can't buy any, but it doesn't look like that's going to have any good gear. But obviously 2 more of those to take care of. You've got rituals down here. Do like how quickly that does damage. Right, this one's going to be a bit risky because it's only half of the ritual site. So I'm going to get very close to our enemies. But it will give us a load of enemies, which is always nice. And there we go. Just gonna keep spamming Toxic Rain. Okay, there's a lot of enemies here now. Ouch, right, let's try and run away a little bit here. Okay, I'm kind of stuck. That's fine, I've got a load of evasion. Okay, that guy is very annoying. Okay, he's gone now, that's fine. Got another one here. Okay, that's gone as well. It is a bit messy. I say a bit messy, it's very messy. There we go, 2-handed sword, we'll take that. We might not pick up any more blues anymore. Might just pick up rares. And what's this? Okay, I still can't see what these items are. Will be consumed when your life reach 25% of life. That's useful. That will stop me from dying, but the amount of times I get to that low is quite often. And any of these any good? Life tap support. Ooh, there we go. We're not going to get that amount of tribute though. Is there a way I can? I don't think I can increase it because that'd be awesome. Yeah, I'm not going to get enough tribute for that. We can try the last ritual anyway. But I don't think we're going to get enough. So I didn't know that these dropped support gems. So we might actually farm this. So if I click this now, so this gives, so I've got 358 tribute now. Or at least a reward that I can claim in. If I kill this if I do this one, we're going to see how much of a reward we get. Because if the support gems cost 2,500 or 2,000 or so, yeah, 2,000. If that's achievable, if we can get to 2,000, that would be really useful because we can actually just farm this. It'd be a bit risky because there's always a chance we can die. But no risk. Let's summon my
I'm not up
mercenary.
to that just yet.
Just to give me a little bit more cover.
Beg for death.
Okay, mercenary is essentially dead now. There you go, he's now dead.
And angrier.
And let's just try and keep moving. Ouch, dying. I'm taking a lot of damage here. Okay. This is fine. Everything about this is perfectly safe. So we're on, I think we was on like 300 I said at the beginning. So we've got, essentially got 600 from that one. So I think overall we're only going to get ourselves to about 1,800. So we're not going to have enough to buy one of these. Does this stack? We might have to reset. I have very limited knowledge of how rituals actually work. So if that tribute stacks, we're going to reset this map. Once we find the next area, which is should just be up here, we're going to reset this area. We're going to see if the tribute stack, the tribute cost. So we might actually be able to get ourselves a support gem. Oh, get out of that fire. Fire bad. Remember that, Rothmer. Fire bad. So we are going to actually just run to the next map. And we're going to come back and we'll jump back in when we get to the next ritual site. Because we'll just reset this. We're going to see whether the tribute does reset. If it doesn't, we can definitely farm this to get a support gem. Any support gem will be better than no support gem. Ideally, we want it to be a good one. But even that life tap supporter will be useful. So we'll see you shortly. So I decided to farm this area for a while. I've gone up, I think it's like 2, maybe 3 levels here so far. And the only reason I'm farming is because it's quite relaxing. The area is not too dangerous. I know that the next area is going to be absolute nightmare. So I thought, you know what, I'll just farm here. This guy is such a pain. The only reason I started recording is because I've got a really good drop. Just try and avoid this damage where we can. Don't die, don't die. There we go. Perfect. So we got this down here. Ancestral Call Support. Can we use this? Okay. So we've got I think that's maybe our second support. Can't use it with any of our skills. That's annoying. Got new boots, I guess. That's one bonus. One Brucey bonus. We're going to keep searching. I've run back and forth, done this map a couple of times. I'm looking for the ritual. I haven't seen the ritual respawn, so I'm not sure what the respawn rate on the rituals. I guess it's not every single time you'd clear a map. I know the Dread Thicket has rituals in it, but it's actually quite a tight map, and I almost died in there when I did it earlier. So I'm going to try and avoid it, and just going to run this map a couple more times. So done a bit more farming. Had this huge upgrade. That is a huge upgrade. So we're going to go equip this. And yeah, that's a no-brainer. It does mean I can now equip this, which max life, max mana, energy shield, some armor goes up, gain some energy shield, lose some health regen. Maybe not worth it. I have got this new quiver, which gives me 6 HP per enemy hit. It's huge with my Toxic Rain. And also I've got this new mercenary here who has this big boy that's following us. This gigantic, whatever that is. He's gigantic. He's pretty cool. And he seems to be doing a lot. Poacher's Mark's leveled up. Nice.
Not ideal.
Oh no, my mercenary's just run away. That's not ideal at all. So I've got to be careful here. Doesn't look like my... get out of here. So it doesn't look like my tribute cost carries over, which is a tad annoying.
I'm not
Okay,
up to
we are
that just
going to
yet.
struggle here. Come on, take out this guy. Take him out. Just got to kill him. Got him running low on HP. Okay, I don't really... I'm gonna have to dip. Oh, that was so close.
Nothing like this.
Yeah, I just ran out of everything. That's fine. You can sell this because I know I'm probably not going... Oh, I might be able to use this. Armor, max... No, okay, you can sell this. We're going to try again. We're going to do a bit more farming. May skip that ritual site because now it looks like I can't add all the ritual sites together, as in I can't keep the tribute cost. So it looks like I may not be able to get myself a support gem just yet. So we'll probably just carry on the story, which I think is probably the best idea. We are in the caravan? In the caverns. So we're coming right to the end. So we've got the caverns to do, then we've got one more map after this. So we're doing really well. A few levels. So we made our way up to... So we've got multi-shot now. We make our way and we're going to get Hunter's Gambit soon, because it gives us plus 10% chaos damage. More damage over time, which is huge. Once we've got this, we want Taste for Blood. That'll be a huge boon to us. We also want to have this chaos damage over time multiplier, which would be good. And then we actually want... wouldn't mind coordination, but it's not guaranteed. It won't not required. But once we at least grab this one, grab this wasting, we're going to make our way back across here, or maybe even up here. We're then going to grab ourselves Fangs of the Viper. 20% chaos damage, movement speed, dexterity, physical damage. That's huge. So we might actually be smart about this. Grab this for the attack speed and cast speed. Go into damage over time, damage over time, damage over time into Fangs of the Viper. And I'm going to grab this life and energy shield on kill. Although I don't have energy shield, the life per kill is useful. Because I also want to grab this one as well. Recover 2% of your life per kill. Huge boon. So that's the game plan for now. And once I've gone to there, I don't know where we're going to go next, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. But that's the minimum we're going to go to for now. Obviously, we're not going to get there in this episode, but we will see. Obviously, we need to finish Act 2 first, and we actually need to survive. So our survivability isn't amazing, but we're slowly speccing into getting some armor and evasion. So we're slowly getting there. We've got a new bow as well. Got new armor and new gloves. Got all of those from the exiles, so the mercenaries that can join you. Got all those from those. So I thought it was quite a nice little bonus for us. Easy bonus as well. And all these mobs are relatively easy to take care of now, because we are somewhat over leveled. I couldn't find any more ritual shrines in that previous map, so I'm pretty sure once you clear it once, there's probably a time... Oh, massive shrine, massive. Probably a time delay on when the next one will spawn rather than resetting the map. But I could be wrong on that as well. Take on Marrowbone here. So I don't know why I'm using my fire shot, because it doesn't do as much damage. It does good damage, but not as good as Toxic Rain, that's for sure. And more mobs down here, perfect. You see though, I'm not too worried about our damage at the moment. We are pumping out big numbers. Actually, someone said in the previous game to have all of the... Is it UI? So I want to show the enemy life bars. So here we go. Gameplay. Show mini life bars and allies. Yep, that's useful. Show life bars and enemies. Yeah. And show... I don't really care for mine. I don't really care for my allies. Yeah, okay, that works. Yeah, that's going to be good. Sorry it's taken me a couple episodes to remember. But there we go. So we now have health bars on the enemies. We should have health bars on the enemies. Okay, when they take damage, the health bars appear. Is there a way to have it always show?
Not consume you.
No, it doesn't look like there is. That's fine. Right, I've just gone around a big circle. I want to go down here. So this area is relatively easy, to be perfectly honest. We have massively over-leveled this place. We are 7 levels higher, but that should be fine. I'm more worried about the kind of boss. The actual next map is... I can't remember the Ancient Period, that's where we're going. The next map is quite dangerous, to be perfectly honest. So I'm a bit worried about the next map, if I'm going to be honest. just because there's a lot of projectiles, and hopefully I don't get one shot as I walk through a door. That's my biggest worry, is if I walk through a door and there's an elite or something like that in there, or a load of mobs, I could get one shot. Unlikely, but I could. And here we are. Essentially the last area of Act 2. So you can see how quickly these mobs are dying with the health bars now, which is huge. And there we go. Iron Ring, don't really care for a lot of this loot, to be honest. Just want to power through. As we've over leveled, I'm going to actually just jump through to when we get to the boss. This is fine. I'm sure this place... Oh, Orb of Fusion, what is that? That is, we forge the links between... Okay, that's what it's called. Yes, so we'll probably jump through. I'm pretty sure this place has more than one floor. So probably jump through when you get to other floors. So I know the mobs change on different floors. And just going to help take out some of these other mobs. So yeah, we'll see you shortly. Here we are. At the top of the pyramid. Into the Dark Altar. Did get ourselves a new amulet, which is quite nice. A little bit more dex, which is always good. And here we are. This is going to be the end of Act 2's boss. Once we get into Act 3, we'll probably make our way to the encampment before we end today's episode. Just so we've got a good stand-in base ready for the end. Well, ready for next week. We can start Act 3 in a positive place. Here we go. Here's this big boy. Really cool boss, to be honest. Don't normally have very many issues with him, to be honest. But... Oh, it looked like my game just froze for a second there. Glad it didn't. We should be fine. As long as we don't run out of mana, we should be okay. Just keep spamming our... Oh, those attacks hurt. There we go. Come on, just keep hitting him. Just keep doing all my attacks down. Okay, he's below half health. Okay, just trying to avoid this. Yeah, a bit slowed, that's fine. Okay, I think having this giant guy helping me fight may bug out his AI, because he's not done anything. This is probably the easiest fight I've ever had against that guy. I've had a few really close calls, but that's definitely the easiest. And we've got a new potion, which is great. I can definitely get rid of that.
You're not welcome in my world.
And into the city of Sarn, which is a really cool place. We're going to make our way to the encampment. And first things first, we've got mercenary over here. Always check the mercenaries. That's actually where we've got some of our better bits of gear. Okay, so we've got no good gear here. Okay, pointless.
Whatever you do, don't hurry back.
And just going to keep taking all these mobs out. To be honest, I could actually exile him. If I come over here, because I don't really want those types of mercenaries. So I click on him and go to exile. I have to beat him. When I beat him, his type of mercenaries won't appear again for a while. Which is exactly what I want, because I don't really want them. And he's down.
You want me to leave? Gladly.
Nope. Beach hiss. The throat slitter is down. Perfect. Did drop a potion there, actually. That's probably better than what I've got. Let's have a look. It's definitely better than this one. Awesome. Right, let us make our way to the NPC. There should be an NPC around here, which we have to talk to. Then we have access to the encampment. Yeah, I'm not worried about damage coming into Act 3 now. I was a little bit worried that my damage might drop off a little bit. I'm a bit worried about survivability.
I'm not up to that just
but we
yet.
might be okay. So in these like guards are dying very quickly. These are going to be the main enemies for a lot of Act 3 of these guards. They're not surviving very well, so we should be okay to push straight into Act 3. And this rare over here is down. Perfect. Almost leveled up. Let's talk to Clarissa.
I don't mean to sound...
Find Tolman. So that's one of the quests in this area. One of the side quests. Lost in Love. We will obviously be doing all the side quests because they do go hand in hand with the main story. And we should find the encampment around here somewhere. And there it is. You can just see it now on the minimap. Make our way all the way around. Not quite level 30. But that's fine. I was going to kill some mobs until I got to level 30, but that's okay. I can do it another time. One down here. Here we are. This is going to end today's episode. I'm really enjoying this. I'm really enjoying playing this as Ruthless. The build's working really well. I'm really happy. I just need to be careful not to die, but that's easier said than done. I'm going to go quickly check on the ascendancy plaque. Okay, so we're missing 3 ascendancies. That's fine. We'll do them as soon as we can. I can't remember where in Act 2 all of the ascendancies are located.
There is nothing else.
Okay, we can respec from her. That's good. Clarissa, you got nothing for us. Grigor.
No. Something.
There we go. We'll quickly sell this, but we'll end this episode here. So you made it this far. Thank you much for watching, as per usual. I do appreciate you all. We've got a couple of links in the description down below. The first one is to my Discord, the community Discord. If you want to join, feel free. Small community, slowly growing. Everyone's welcome. You can definitely give me some hints, tips, tricks, or just mention it down in the description down below. Then I've got 2 links in the description down below as well. One is to Mrs Rothmers Channel, called One Nerd to Rule Them All, which is all about fantasy lore. Whether you like Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, a bit of Warhammer, she covers it all. Then we've got a joint YouTube channel called Nerdy Miniatures, which is all about Warhammer, the tabletop. So we've got some Age of Sigmar, we've got some 40k, we've got some Lord of the Rings all on there. So any stuff like that you might like, have a look over there. Currently just building and painting, seeing we're going to be battling. So between this video and next video, I'm just going to level up to level 30, and we'll be back next week as we continue our Path of Exile hardcore Self Found Ruthless campaign. Have a wonderful week, everyone. And as per usual, peace out.